Tech, and this is part 1 of how to build a computer. The first step is installing the processor. To do that, pick up your processor from the sides, make sure not to touch the bottom. There should be a triangle at one corner of your processor, and there should be a corresponding triangle on your socket of your processor. You're going to want to lightly put in the processor in the socket, and once it's in, move it around a bit, make sure it doesn't move, and then press down on the bar until it snaps in place. Installing the heatsink. You're first going to want to put about a pea-sized amount of thermal paste on the processor. After that, take your heatsink, take one of the tabs, connect it with one of the tabs on the motherboard, take the other side, put it inside the other tab, pull up on the arm, and put a lot of force into it. Once it snaps in, you're done installing. Next step is installing RAM. This is very easy. All you're going to want to do is take these levers, push them apart on the first 2 slots in your motherboard. Take your RAM. There's going to be one notch in the middle of it. Make sure that lines up with the one notch on this side. Plug in one side, plug in the other, and push down hard. Take the next stick of RAM, push in one side, push in the other, and push down hard on both sides. This could take a lot of force. Once they're in, your RAM's installed. The step of the build is putting your power supply inside of your case. So first off, you're going to want to look at your power supply. There's going to be 4 holes, one in each corner. One of them is going to be in a different spot than the other corners. You're going to look at your case, and it's going to correspond with one of those on your case. So take the power supply. It only plugs in one way. Line up the holes. Take your 4 screws with a screwdriver and screw them in. I recommend putting corners in first, a diagonal from each other, and tighten it down as they go. And that's it for installing your power supply. The next step is installing your hard drive into your case. In my case, I have to take this hard drive cage out. I press this button down and slide it out. I'm going to take my hard drive. I'm going to slide it inside of the cage. And I'm going to screw it in with 4 screws. Alright, once you're done with that, you're going to take it back in, push it in the spot, and snap it in place. Then you're going to want to take 2 screws, you're going to want to screw these into place so the hard drive cage cannot come out. And once that's done, you're done installing your hard drive. The next step is putting in your motherboard. To do that, you're going to want to take it, hold it by the heatsink. You want to put it inside your case. Line it up with the I/O shield on the back of your computer. Once that's in place, your holes should line up for your screws. So you're going to want to go ahead and screw in your screws. Once you've screwed in all the screws, you're done installing your motherboard. Next step is plugging in all your power and peripherals to your motherboard. So you're going to take your 24-pin power and plug it in on your motherboard. It only goes in one way, so just push it in. Take your 4-pin ATX CPU power, plug that in. It also only goes in one way. You're going to want to take your front panel connectors. In this case, I have 2. I have a black one that is missing one hole. I just plug it in. And I also have this, which is a front USB. I'm going to plug that into one of my front USB headers. And next, I'm going to take my other USB headers. They go at the bottom of my case. And there's a yellow one that plugs in over here. And there's a white one that plugs in right here. Next, you're going to want to take your SATA power. You're going to want to run this under your power, and you're going to want to plug it into your hard drive. Now you have power to your hard drive. Take your SATA. You're going to want to plug it into one of your SATA spots on your hard drive. Then you're going to want to take it and plug it into a SATA on your hard drive. You're next, and I want to take your graphics card. Here's an R9 270. I'm going to unplug this so you have enough room. Maybe unplug this. In my case, I have to unscrew this side thing first in order to pull up the screw panel. I will then take my card, snap it into the PCI Express port, line it up, then take this, push it back on top, and screw it in. Go ahead and plug your power back in again. This is only going to happen if you have a big card like I do. Plug in your 24 4-pin ATX, and then you're going to want to take these Molex to 6-pin adapters and plug them into your Molex connectors. And this is going to plug into your graphics card. You're going to need 2 of these to power this graphics card. Your card may be different. Once you've done that, plug it in again, and you're done with power. Step is putting on your case, side panel. Once you slide that in, you're going to want to connect this to power a monitor, your keyboard and mouse. When you turn it on, it should go into the BIOS or go to the start screen. And once you've done that, you've successfully finished. So thanks for watching, guys. This is Mason from MG Tech. Please like, comment, and subscribe.